Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about marriage advice. My marriage advice is 3 is the magic number. You know, from day one in our marriage, there's always been 3 of us in the marriage, and it's made all the difference in the world. And from the moment that I said I do to my beloved, she slotted into number 2, and I slotted into that exact same spot with her. Wait a minute, number 2, you say? Yep, exactly. He is number 1 in both of our lives, and in our marriage, he is at the head of our household. We both gladly put him there. If you look in nature, anytime that you're looking at the strongest things or the most stable things, it's typically built in a triangle or on a pyramid, and the reason for that is it's not only incredibly stable, but it's strong. It's able to withstand a lot of force and motion. When you think about a marriage, that's exactly the same way there. You look at my tripod that this thing is being built on or filmed on, it's able to withstand a lot of motion and movement. The speed square that carpenters use, ironically, looks a whole lot like a triangle to me. Kind of ironic, huh? And the other example that I'm going to give is when Christianity first got underway, they called it the way. Now, way back then, see what I did there? What a Christian would do is draw the first half of a fish, and then the second Christian would then draw the second half of a fish to silently show that they were both believers. Now, why is that important? Well, if you look at any time that you have somebody, a relationship of 2 people, anytime that there's a disagreement, and there will be, you need to have a third party that both people can trust and rely on. Who better than God? And since we're both rooted in faith and rooted in Him, it allows us to come to Him first in prayer and try to resolve our differences. Because Tony and I, while we are very similar, we do have disagreements. When we're not able to resolve them through Him in prayer, then we can go to counseling, because here's a spoiler alert: God does help those who help themselves. And that's what allows relationships to stay strong. And whenever we are arguing, I can just picture our Heavenly Father looking down on us, kind of chuckling and laughing and saying, "You kids, I just love it when you can try to work it out yourselves. God bless you." Anyway, the last picture I want to show is of 3 different things. You see a motive here, or a theme here. The first one is of a cross that we got from some dear friends when we weren't able to make the trip to the Holy Land, because Tony's mother was sick, and some dear friends brought it back. The second was of a cross that we brought back from the Holy Land when we took the trip in 2019. And the last one is of one of the last gifts that I bought my dear Papa before he joined the Church of New Jerusalem. All 3 are of the 10 Commandments, just very, very different versions. One's in the King's English, King James Version. One of them is in Arabic, and one of them is in country English, Old Country English. Anyway, again, it's as long as you've got God at the center of your marriage, you always have a center to come back to. Just a thought from a guy that's been happily married for a quarter of a century, because both myself and my blushing bride chose to put Him first, and continues to do so. The Bible verses today are Ecclesiastes 4, 9 through 12, and 1 Corinthians, the whole chapter 13. It's not very long. Spoiler alert, it's just a beautiful chapter. You'll love it. Pardon the pun, but you'll love it. Questions today are: how do you how do you view your relationships and your relationship with God? Do you tend to keep God at the top? There's no judgment here. But if you can't answer that one the way that you'd like to, maybe that's something you could work on. Again, no judgment. God bless you. Have a great day.